guys. Welcome back to Delusional Diaries Podcast. I'm Halley.
And I'm Jaz. I am jet lagged. I'm so tired. I took a red eye from Alaska last night and got in bright and early this morning. Boy, oh boy. The last time I was jet lagged like this was coming back from, or going to Madrid, actually.
Yeah, I feel like we traveled for a month straight anytime around Madrid.
Yeah, it was just back to back to back, unpacking to repack. But we actually went to Madrid a few months ago.
Yeah.
For a trip with Clarence. We couldn't tell you guys about it, but we actually learned about a new product. It's actually called, actually have it with me. It's the Clarence Total Eye Lift, and we've been using it ever since, which is it's really exciting to be like an OG to a product.
No, I know. We weren't allowed to talk about it, that we obviously had the product and we're using it before it launched. I wanted to put it in an empties video because I literally already used the whole thing. Jaz was like, oh, can you bring your product to show on the podcast today? And I was like, I do have it still because it's actually refillable, which is super nice. You can click the bottom out and refill it.
I can't do it right now.
I couldn't even get a refill when I needed it because it wasn't out. But I do still have the outside part.
Yeah, it was super cool. We actually went there and it was kind of like a business conference.
Yeah.
Our first podcast business trip. And we went over how they made the product, how long they've been working on it, and what they use in it to make your puffiness go away, your fine lines go away. And it was just really interesting to hear from point A to point B, how you get there.
Yeah, I think it always makes me want to use a product more when I actually understand what's behind it. Anytime I hear from the actual brand, they were so intentional about what went into this product and how it actually works and letting us know that. I really did feel okay, I'm convinced. I do want to give this a try, and I obviously did. And I literally loved it. It's the best eye cream I've used in a really long time.
Yeah, and it was super cool, knowing the science behind stuff. They brought in everyone who was working on it from a science standpoint, and that was super interesting.
Yeah, they literally talked to us about the mitochondria of the cell, you guys.
I felt I was back in school.
It was science
but,
class.
In a fun way.
It was fun because it was interesting to understand, I don't know, you hear oh, it lifts your eyes and it brightens and all this, and you're well, how and why? And they were explaining what exact ingredients were in the product to make it do that, which was really cool.
They can put voiceover or whatever. I'm not putting it on my ass right now.
I have obviously used a lot of Clarence products in the past. Actually, funny enough, this was not intentional, but in my bag right now, where is it? I have the lip perfector. I'm obsessed with these. I don't know where it is, but it's in my bag. I always use the lip perfectors. I'm literally wearing it on my lips right now, the pink one. But I've used Clarence products before, and I do like them. I've used their depuffing masks and stuff.
Double serum, I love.
Yes, but I feel I'm not super consistent with their products. But it just really, this trip to Madrid really made me fall in love with Clarence again. And I was okay, I feel it's almost not as popular in the US as it is in Europe, where 100%. We went. Obviously, that's where they started. They're a French brand. But we met this woman on the trip, actually, because there was really no other creators. Mostly on this trip, it was editors and people from magazines that review or whatever. And we were one of the few content creators. But this woman, Kathleen, she's literally...
I saw her face and I couldn't even listen to what she was saying because I was so distracted. It was at one point I was I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but what is on your skin?
Now I'm obsessed with her. She's one of my favorite follows.
Same.
But she's literally a mom. She is or was I'm not sure if she still currently does it, but she's a lawyer. She's just she's a cool mom, you know?
So chic.
She's so chic. She's stunning. But you would not think that she is a mom by looking at her just because she looks
her skin is so tight.
Young. I don't know how old she is, but she literally looks max 29.
It made me want to be so consistent with my skincare, and she's a big Clarence fan. That's her OG.
Yeah.
So I asked her what all Clarence products she uses, and I went home and bought the rest of them. So it's I'm going to be consistent in my routine.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
The reason she was there is because she's Clarence top seller, apparently. She sells so much.
And I see why.
Products. Oh, I see why, because I looked at her skin and I was all right, tell me what you're using and I'm going to start using it. So I totally get it. But yeah, she's incredible. She's so intentional with her skincare too. I feel she's oh, I have dehydration lines from flying. I'm going to use this mask. And she really truly knows. So I'm girl, I'll listen to anything you say.
No, but she also we walked outside one day and she's wait, we're going outside. I didn't put on sunscreen. And I was that's how I know she's an OG with skincare.
Yeah.
But this Total Eye Lift is super good for anti-aging as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel that's something we neglect, honestly, in our skincare is under eye cream. I feel like sometimes, I don't know, you get lazy with your skincare and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I put on a serum, I put on whatever, but really taking the extra 20 seconds. I think this lifts actually your eyes in 30 seconds.
Yep.
It's like a visible lift.
And they explained like why it has like this ingredient in it. What's it called?
It has this plant-based alternative. It's called harungana. It's just as effective as retinol, but less harsh on your skin.
And we like got to see the plant.
Yeah, we did. They literally brought the plant out for us. It was very cool. But yeah, I've been really loving this, and you guys definitely need to give it a try now that it's out and let us know what you think.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I used it when I got back from the plane this morning. I looked in the mirror. I was like, oh my gosh, my eyes are,
I need a lift.
they're scary.
Yeah.
They're scary. And that lift was, whew.
Yeah, we've been talking about wanting lefts, so honestly,
Yeah. So we're trying to avoid the blefs. So like we're trying everything prior to that. And like this was perfect timing, honestly.
yeah. No, really was.
But I went to Alaska for the state fair. If you guys don't know, my family owns a booth at the state fair. My grandparents used to run it, and my mom took it over last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember. Like 30 years, and I've gone every single year, and I wasn't going to
You've
go
gone
this.
every year.
What?
You said 30 years. You're not.
Okay, like
You've been alive, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, don't age yourself.
No, seriously. I don't have to a total eye lift. But I went there and I wasn't gonna go. My mom was like, "What do you mean you're not gonna go? You always go." And I was like, "I have 2.5, 3 days." And
Yeah.
so I went. I'm actually really glad I did end up going. I saw my cousin, both my cousins and like some of my family. And I love the fair atmosphere. I love fair food and just like being in that environment. It's like so nostalgic for me. So I had a great time.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to go back. You were talking about how you wanted to go, but you felt like we weren't going to have time.
Because
but-
you guys know we've been go.
Yeah.
Like August is my first month. I have not been on a plane, well, minus Alaska, since before the wedding.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm genuinely exhausted,
Yeah.
but it was worth it. But the first day I got there, I was like working the fair, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm just gonna take a quick hour nap. I slept for 12 hours. That is the most I've slept in months.
Yeah.
Like, and it was the best, most REM sleep I got. And it was sleeping in a bunk bed in a trailer it was in the fairgrounds while it was pouring down rain. There was concerts happening. But I was like the most at peace my brain had been. No one needed anything from me. And I was just like, I had no dogs. I had nothing. I was like, this is what it feels like to be a mom and have like a day.
Yeah, like away from your children. I get that.
I love my life and my little situation I have going. But I was just like, I feel like a better human being. Came back so well rested. Even though I was working all those days, I feel like a new human being.
Do you have a king bed?
No, I used to. Actually, I had a king bed everywhere I lived up until New York.
Yeah. Did you get one for your house or no?
No.
Does it not fit?
Not with the bed that I got, which is a special order. It's gonna be here in 6 weeks.
Okay.
It's the
sides are like wide.
Yeah, it's like I showed it to you. Yeah. It's very thick, so there wasn't room, unfortunately.
I decided we need a new bed and we need a king because I can't. This queen is not cutting it anymore with 3 dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess your dogs don't sleep in the bed
my
with
dogs
you
are great trained at night.
But like my dogs obviously do sleep in the bed with me, and it's a lot. Like with Reed and like everything. I also just obviously came back from my colonoscopy and I left Reed at the house with the dogs. And
Slept by yourself last night?
Yes, and it was honestly so incredible. Like I was like, whoa, this whole queen to myself. Like I'm actually a very I don't even move in my sleep or anything.
No, you're always like this. Like
I do sleep, I don't move. I will stay in the exact spot I sleep in. But it's just like being able to sleep completely straight was like so incredible because I'm not exaggerating. Every single night I sleep with my legs like that because my dogs are like so in between my legs and stuff. I just have to move around them. So it was really nice to just be able to sleep exactly in the position that I wanted. And I was like, wow, like I woke up without back pain and I was like, that hit. So I'm like, I need a fucking king bed so my dogs aren't like shoving me and like we can all fit comfortably.
I used to have a king bed when I had no dogs and I like lived alone.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just loved I do sleep at like sprawled out. Like I'm like a snow angel sleeping every single time. But one day we'll have a king again. Just not right anytime soon.
Period.
I was actually gonna get one in my last apartment because I had a room, but I love my bed frame and it was so expensive. I'm like, I'm not getting another one.
No, I know. It is annoying.
I've talked about it in the podcast recently, like how I love how frozen my face is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Which I totally get and I totally respect, which is like why I love a good alternative.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even with getting Botox, I love the total eye lift with that because I think I can almost get Botox less often.
Yeah, I personally have never gotten Botox in my crow's feet.
Yeah.
And I always like debate every time I go, like, oh, should I get it or should I not? But I don't want to look too like tight, you know? But I've actually really noticed a difference with using the Total Eye Cream. I guess I've been using it for like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Like
we went in what, June?
Beginning of June and
Yeah,
August.
early,
So yeah. I've been using that for at least like 2 months. And I honestly have noticed a difference where I do genuinely feel like my eyes just look a lot brighter and more lifted. And I do feel like those lines that I usually find to be like a little bit fine and settled are no longer as visible / there. And it like actually it makes me not feel the need to ever get the crow's feet Botox.
Yeah.
At least for right now.
I feel like the consistency you have with it is like so important.
Yeah, definitely you need to use it at least every day. They also told us like it's super gentle for all over your face. Like if you wanted to even use it around your smile lines, for example, where you get those like fine lines that settle, they said that it like would be totally good to use there, which I think is really nice.
When I started using it, like the first day, even I got a little bit too much out at first, and I put it under my eyes. Then I also put it on my eyelids.
Yeah, I always do that.
'Cause I'm like, I want to blep. It's like the same.
Yeah.
Same area, same concept.
No, it tightens, and I genuinely do feel like when I do my makeup, like after being consistent with that, and I put it all over. Like I literally go under and then I go over. I just like avoid my actual eyeball. But I do notice that I do feel like my eye looks a little bit more open and the skin feels a little bit tighter, where like my makeup just sits and looks a little bit nicer. It's super subtle, obviously.
Yeah.
But like to me,
you notice on yourself because it's a little bit firmer.
Yeah. I just feel like, okay, my makeup, like my eye makeup applied a little bit better today. Also, obviously, from like tightening and everything, it also depuffs and helps like brighten everything up. And honestly, that's something I've noticed with Reed. I feel like men do not take care of their skin, or like they just avoid skincare because like they're never taught to do it. And I feel like a lot of skincare products are marketed towards girls.
For
But
sure.
I literally have like created Reed a whole skincare routine, and he was using it too because it was like, all right, your under eye bags have gotten really bad. Like you're staring at a computer all day, like working long hours in finance. You need to be using this. And he honestly has been using it. And I do feel like I've also seen a difference in him.
It's like good for depuffing too. I feel like when you're working like super long hours, not getting enough sleep, it's like a game changer.
No, it really is. And honestly, like get your boyfriends to use it too. It's genuinely like everybody can use it. It's not just for girls.
It's like a fun little activity you can do together at night.
Exactly. Like nice.
You brush your teeth and you do your total eye lift.
100%.
It's actually a plant-based caffeine that helps depuff.
Something we learned, I'm going to read it because this is what they taught us.
This was science. This was science class.
It was. It has activated reginea extract, also helps restore the tension of collagen fibers for firmer skin and deliver a long-term lift effect. Wrinkles and fine lines visibly smoothed over time due to the combination of organic oat sugars for their firming properties and polymers. There's also certain elements that protect your skin from pollution, which is super great because obviously we travel on an airplane
nonstop,
and we live in New York City with dirty air.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just started getting into like realizing that pollution, obviously I know pollution's a thing, but like that how it can affect your skin and stuff too. It's really interesting. So it's really nice that protects your skin as well.
Yeah. And this is like a super small size too. So you can fit it in like your airplane bag and be using it like on the go.
Yeah, it is honestly super easy to throw in your makeup bag. And we talked about this before, but I do love that it's refillable because it's a lot less waste. Because you don't have to get the whole outside and the pump and everything like that. You literally just refill and like click it in. It's super easy.
I wish more brands were like that.
No, but Clarins has like such good products, and the combination of using this with like the double serum and stuff like that, I feel like
it was so interesting to see too how many of the ingredients are like throughout multiple of their products.
Yeah,
and, like they're in them because like they work so well.
No, yeah.
But in general, it was just cool to hear like everyone who like works like in the lab have so much belief and understanding behind like why they choose to put in what they put in.
Yeah, they're very intentional, and
I wish like more trips that we went on, like we learned more about the actual product, and like because we like obviously try it and stuff, but like the science behind it makes you like be consistent with something way more often,
and just understanding how and when to apply it and stuff like that. Like sometimes I feel like I'll be handed a product and I'm like, all right, like I don't like I'm reading the bottle, like wait, what am I supposed to do with this? Like do I apply this before my moisturizer or after, stuff like that?
Like you think you're using it right, but it's like, are you actually using it right? And it gets like you want to be like using it with purpose.
No, 100%. So it's honestly really cool to learn.
Of all products, like this is the most with purpose I'm able to use, I feel like.
Yes. No, for sure. I love it. You guys genuinely need to try it.
As you guys know, I recently bought a house and I've been having so much fun decorating it and remodeling it, but I've been loving Wayfair. I actually got my patio furniture from Wayfair, and even though summer is almost over, I'm kind of loving that it's fall and I get to spend my time outside with the fire that I got and all the chairs. It really just brings like a nice environment to the backyard. I've also been able to get different lights there, linens, towels, bedding. It's amazing how many things Wayfair really has. They really have something for every single style and every single home, no matter what your space looks like or what your budget is. They have free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff, so no more huge delivery fees for furniture. You can get big stuff like sofas, dining tables, beds, desks, and more shipped for free. You can really find all your must-haves, from furniture to decor to appliances to cookware. It's all in one convenient place. I'm sure I'll be getting so many more things from Wayfair as I get further into decorating my house, but you guys can get organized, refreshed, and back into a routine for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair. Every style, every home.
You guys know I love trying new products that make me smell amazing, and have recently been using Le Monde Gourmand's new perfumed body care line.
And she loved the product so much, she actually brought me over their Milky Body Wash and Sugared Body Scrub to try for myself.
Yeah, the Milky Body Wash immediately elevated my shower routine. I love how it leaves my skin feeling extra clean, hydrated, and has the best silky texture. The Lady Cocoa is perfect for summer because it smells like creamy coconut and vanilla.
I also got the Sugared Body Scrub from Halley, and I use it to exfoliate. It makes my skin so buttery, smooth, and just adds like an extra glow to it. The scent of kiwi and coconut give it the perfect tropical and fruity smell. I just feel like I'm back on vacation.
Yeah, that's the Fruit to Dragon one, right? Mm-hmm. I've also been loving their products so much, I decided to try their body oils and fresh mists as well.
Perfect combination.
Yeah, the Chai Epicé body oil is perfect for when my skin is feeling extra dry. I'll even put it on before going out sometimes just to add like some extra shine to my skin. It smells like fig and cinnamon and pairs really well with my perfume. I'm always on the go, and the fresh mists are the perfect pick-me-up when my skin is looking for some extra hydration. The Cell Ocean Fresh Mist is my favorite because it makes me feel like I'm right at the beach.
And the best part is all of these products are under $30, and you can use code Delusional10 for 10% off your order at GourmandBeauty.com. Shop now to elevate your self-care routine and give your skin some extra TLC. So good to see you healthy.
Well, not.
Do you want to talk about your panic?
Yeah. Well, I had to do colonoscopy. I talked about it a little bit ago or whatever. I have ulcerative colitis. Obviously, we were supposed to go to Costa Rica. I had to cancel that trip because
It was bad.
I actually am so not okay. I'm just like in a position where I'm like, I never know how I'm going to feel. And I don't ever want to put myself in a position right now where it's like I'm scared to do anything because I'm like, oh my God, like I have no idea if I'm going to need to throw up, go to the bathroom, anything. Like, I don't know. I'm so in a panic that I don't want to commit to anything where I have to like even that brand trip we just did with La Roche-Posay, we drove ourselves and it was fine. But it's like everybody else took a bus. No way I'm getting on a fucking bus from the city to Montauk. Hell no, for 4 hours. Like, I have no idea if I'm going to be okay. So I just don't want to put myself in those positions. So like flying was like a no-go for me, hard no. Just like we were going to a remote location and like it was like a 2-hour drive to the hotel. And I was like, I have no idea. I doubt there's anywhere to stop in Costa Rica on these roads to go to this remote ass hotel.
Yeah, and the anxiety leading up to it just isn't worth it.
No. So I just like unfortunately had to pull the plug on that trip, even though I really wanted to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll go.
We'll go eventually.
It will be okay. We travel a lot. But yeah, anyway, so I've had a colonoscopy one time before. And that's how I found out I had ulcerative colitis, but just like wasn't that severe. And I feel like after the colonoscopy, it kind of like any issues I was having completely went away. And like I just started taking a daily medication for it and it was totally fine. Anyway, fast forward to now, obviously I'm having this.
But that's also why you eat really healthy.
Yeah, it's part of it. Also, I just obviously like to, and people will comment, like some girl commented today, I was like, you can actually suck my fucking dick, you stupid bitch.
Real.
I'm on prednisone, apparently makes you rage, and I just like don't care. I've literally been on it for 1 hour.
That's her excuse for everything. She read the side effects and she was like, rage. And lately she's like, bitch.
No, literally. And I've been on this for 1 hour. Like I promise the side effects haven't kicked in. This is just me. But this girl comments, please, like the way you drink having this disease, like you're an idiot or something. And I was like, first of all, I haven't had a single issue, not one flare-up, not one even remotely like, anything with it since like 2020. So like 5 years. Like I think I can drink. It's okay. Like, it has not affected me at all. People are in remission for like years. They're fine. Like I've been eating kale, everything. Like, I have been completely
You're
fine.
very health conscious. Well, you're very aware of like your body and like,
Yeah.
what's happened, how you feel and adjusting.
And obviously the second I started having any issues with this, I didn't drink. I haven't drank in a while.
No, she hasn't done anything.
I haven't done anything. I haven't left my house. Like, I have not been doing anything really for the most part because obviously I'm just trying to heal my body because I couldn't drink. I would feel so sick. Like, I couldn't. But anyway, so I was like, you stupid bitch. But yeah, so I knew I needed to get this colonoscopy. Like, I started a steroid a couple of weeks ago. It was like a more tame, like whatever one. Obviously, my doctor hadn't done the colonoscopy yet to know how severe like my flare up was. But this shit did not do literally anything. Like, I basically just wasted 2 weeks on the steroid for nothing. Whatever, I tried it, it's fine. But did not do anything. So now I'm on, just switched to prednisone. I had to do the colonoscopy prep yesterday, which is just like, I forgot how bad the solution tastes. Like, my doctor asked me, like, do you want nausea medication? I was like, no, girl, I'm fine. I don't know why I said no. Like, why wouldn't you just say yes preventatively? Like, you don't have to take it if you're feeling fine. Whatever. So I took it. You had to drink. I only had to drink twice this time, like one at 6 p.m. the night before and then one at like 6 a.m. the morning before, like this morning. But the last time I did it, I remember I had to drink something every like 2 or 3 hours, which was really bad. So this was less bad in that sense. But I'm telling you, the way this tastes, it tastes like if you mixed like lemonade and tequila, let it rot in the sun, and then like also threw up in it. That's what it tastes like. It is so bad. Like, I cannot even begin. I chugged the first one. I had a full panic. I literally was like, this is going to kill me right now. I panic ordered a heating pad on GoPuff and I just laid in my bed. Like, I feel so sick right now. And then this morning I started to like drink the second round of it. And I like got halfway through and I was like, fuck this. Like, I think it's
good
fine.
enough.
I literally was like, it's good enough. Like, genuinely, obviously, I hadn't eaten since like Saturday, and I was technically able to eat Sunday morning, but I was like, whatever. So I was like, I didn't even eat on Sunday morning. Like, I promise it's good enough. Like, I'm fine. Because I was just like, and I wanted to do the prep right because I don't want to have to do it again. Like, obviously, that would be like the worst case scenario ever. But I was just like, I'm going to throw this up right now. And what is the point of chugging this to throw it up? It's not going through me then and clearing everything out. It's just going to make me throw up. So I was like, whatever. Drink like 75% of it. It ended up being fine. I'm not recommending anybody if you're getting a colonoscopy to do that. But I'm just saying, like, get the nausea medication because, oh my God. It was so bad. Also, this time I will say it was better. The last time I remember I had to chug the whole thing and then I could not take another sip of water until after my colonoscopy was done, which was horrendous because imagine you have the worst tasting thing ever in your mouth and you're like, oh, I just need to chug some water to like clear this out. I wasn't allowed to do that last time. This time you had to drink actually like a lot of water. For the following hour, you had to drink like 40 ounces or some crazy amount. So I was like chugging water after, which like did make me feel a little bit better. But yeah, that was the roughest part. But then I like obviously just had a panic because like I have such bad anxiety recently about anything I'm being forced to do. I have really bad anxiety. Like next time I go to the dentist, genuinely, they're going to have to give me something.
Sedate you, yeah.
Because like it's the general cleaning's fine, but it's like when they put that thing in your mouth to hold your mouth open when you have like a cavity, you know what I'm talking about?
I got notes on my thing as a kid, my chart as a kid, because like I would fight them because I would have a panic.
I never did. Like I genuinely never did, and that's why
you have adult anxiety. You didn't have.
I know. I didn't have it as a kid. Obviously, it's like come on, but like also I posted on my Instagram story the other day, and people were like ripping me to shreds because I had posted like. Oh, I was just trying to give a fucking example. People were like, do you have anxiety? And I was like, yeah, like I've been getting such bad anxiety, I can't even get a massage anymore. I didn't mean that like, oh my God, everybody feels so bad for me. I can't get a massage. I just meant like, oh, something that's supposed to be like relaxing for most people, I've now found to be like causing me anxiety. Not saying, oh my God, I feel bad, I can't get a massage. I was just using that as a fucking example. Like anything where it's like my head has to be in that hole. No, like I'm too anxious about that. I'm too anxious
people to tell you like what you can be anxious about.
I know, but they were like, "Oh, boo-hoo! Like this is so out of touch. You can't get a luxury experience." I was like, well, "I don't even get massage. I'm just saying something that's like supposed to be something that you find relaxing. I don't. I've been having anxiety about." But anyway, so I was just very anxious about having to be put to sleep, like that just makes me super anxious. I'm like, I am never gonna wake up again. Like that is literally how my brain works. And I do just want to give like the biggest shout out. Like I never want my doctor ever again in life to be a man or a nurse or anything. Only women. Genuinely, these women at this hospital, I want to find all of their addresses and send them PR. They were so nice. Like they came in, the nurse came in and she was like gonna give me and I know it's so dramatic, okay? It's just my anxiety, but I was like, I'm never going to wake up from this anesthesia. And I know it's just literally a colonoscopy. Like, it's not a fucking surgery. Like, you're going to be okay. It's very routine. But I was just, having a panic. And the nurse walked in and she was like, okay, I'm going to put the IV in your arm. And I just started crying. I couldn't say anything. And I was just like,
sorry, the picture you sent me, I was like, oh no, she's not doing well.
No, I was like fine until like, then they were like, then I realized like, I was like, okay, it's set in. Like, I'm actually doing this right now. And I started sobbing, crying, and I couldn't talk. And the nurse was so nice. She like grabbed me a box of tissues and then she was so nice. And she was like, oh my God, like, you are so valid for feeling anxious. Like,
she was very validating your emotions.
Yeah, she was just so nice. Like,
which the man is the opposite. He's like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, get over it.
Yeah.
Like, but I got my fucking IUD.
Or they just, exactly, like your IUD also traumatized me from that, like whatever. Or just like, I know that he would just like, I'm putting this in your arm, like, let's go. Like,
you're going to put my schedule behind.
Yeah. She was so nice. She talked to me for a minute, like whatever. She's like, I'm going to grab the anesthesiologist and have her come talk to you. And I was like, and like, she didn't put the IV in my arm yet, which I was super grateful for. They waited until I got into the room. And then the anesthesiologist came in, also so nice. And she was just like, so like with a soft like demeanor and like a nice smile on her face. She was like walking me through and she's like, oh my God, people want to pay me to do this for them. Like, just like, so they can have a nice nap.
I'm people.
Literally. She was like, trust me. Like, I've had so many of these, like, it is nothing. Like, this is so easy. I swear on my life. Like, I swear to you, you will wake up. No problem. You're going to feel so well rested after this. Like, just so nice. I still was having a panic, but it did make me feel better. And I was like, okay. And then they put the IV in my arm. And I was like, okay, whatever. I was really having panic, but I was like, whatever, I'm about to be knocked out in 2 seconds. And then she like turned me on my side and she's like, okay, this is going to hit you. Hit me. And it did feel like, though, I kind of thought like it was going to literally be like close my eyes and then wake up, like whatever. It did feel like I took a nap. Like I did feel like
groggy.
Not like that. Like it almost felt like I knew in my head that time passed.
Okay.
Whereas like I feel like other times it's been like and you're like so confused, like what? Like it literally did feel like I fell asleep and then woke up from a nap like, oh, okay, like I recognize time has passed, if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, then they woke me up. They gave me some saltines. I scarfed those down. They gave me some like fucking like shortbread fucking cookie cracker things. I scarfed those down. I was like chugging water. And then they're like, okay, you can get dry. Well, I was like, I go, take this IV out of me. Like immediately when I woke up, that was the first words out of my mouth. I was like, can you take this out? She's like, okay, 1 second. Then she's like, your blood pressure is like way too low. Like I already have really low blood pressure. And I go, it's always like that. She goes, no, like it's concerningly low. Like we can't take it out yet. And I was like, oh my God. But anyway, it was fine. And then, yeah, and then I just left. And then I felt fine after. I felt fine all day. I have a bit of a headache. I don't know if it's from that.
You just left. Just left?
You picked me up.
You didn't get to leave with your best friend?
Jasmine picked me up. Thank you so much. It was the first time I'd seen her since before you went to Alaska. It'd been like 3 days, but still.
Lifetime.
Yeah. And yeah, it was honestly like, I'm so glad it's over. I was also super glad to find out I didn't have cancer. In the back of my head,
kind of stressed about that.
I kind of knew after my doctor called me just a couple of days ago and told me all my blood work came back normal. And like, I was literally ChatGPTing. I don't use it that often, but I do use it sometimes. So like, would my blood work have come back normal if I had cancer? And it was like, you'd be anemic or something, basically. Like you'd have some sort of something would be off in your blood work. So I was pretty confident I didn't have it. But, I was just like, you never know. I don't fucking know. But it was honestly, I already knew because when you have ulcerative colitis, you are supposed to, I think every couple of years, get a colonoscopy. Yeah. So I already knew I hadn't had one in like 4 or 5 years. So I knew I needed to do this anyway. So I'm glad this did force me to just get that checked off and make sure I don't have any kind of cancer or anything like that. And just like moving forward, because I feel like if I had nothing wrong with me, I probably would have kept procrastinating it a little bit.
Sure.
So I'm glad that I did do this and it's over with and I don't have to get one for a couple years. Like I'm super relieved all that's behind me. And I'm praying. I was like telling my doctor, I was like, put me on something fucking stronger. Like I'm losing my mind. Like please. So she put me on like 40 milligrams of prednisone, which I think is pretty high. but like I do not care. I was like, I will do anything. Like I know that everyone on Reddit used to call me like moon face. That's apparently a symptom of this.
Yeah, you
like
gain
whatever.
weight on
I do not
purpose,
give a fuck. Please call me moon face on Reddit all the time. I don't give a shit if I'm
You're
feeling
just like
better.
having a miserable day-to-day experience.
If I'm feeling better, like truly, I don't give a shit what I look like. I do not give a fuck. If I'm moody, I do not give a fuck if I can't sleep. I don't give a fuck about anything. I just need to feel better. And then like we can deal with all of that.
You've been miserable for like months.
No, yeah, really long. And also, apparently they biopsied a bunch of stuff, so they're waiting for those to come back, and then they have to get like approvals or whatever. I'm assuming to like confirm that I have inflammation to put me on a biologic. Skyrizi, I've heard of that on like commercials or
Yeah.
something. I think that's one of them. I don't know. She wrote down a couple. She's like, you can research. I go, girl, I don't give a fuck. Literally, whatever.
you feel
Like,
better.
just pick one that you think is gonna work. I don't care. I'm not researching.
Call it
Like,
a day.
you do it. And I'm like, just tell me which one. And so, but anyway, I don't think I'll start those for a couple weeks at least because you have to get approvals and some stuff. But then, yeah, hopefully the prednisone, I'm praying to God, works and puts me like in a state of calm, like whatever. And I'll just stay on that until they can put me on these biologics. And then hopefully I'll be okay.
I would love to have you back normal.
Yeah.
I know it's like sucks for you. I'm not saying it sucks for me. I'm just saying
No,
I
it
feel
does
bad that you've been so like not good for so long.
Honestly, the person I feel the most bad for is Reed.
Yeah.
Because I've been a miserable human being. I'll just be so for real every day. I'm complaining every day. I'm like, whatever. And like, he's honestly been super nice, but like, I would be like drained if I had to be around somebody that was so like miserable. And also like every day, like I've only been eating like very, very, very specific, like horrible foods. Like, and he already like conforms to what I eat in the sense of like, we eat salads and stuff like that, but I haven't been able to eat salads. So I've literally been eating every day, like plain chicken, zero sauce, and like plain zucchini with no seasoning. It's been disgusting and miserable. Like the thought of a fucking chicken breast, and I have chicken breast usually every night, but like with no sauce and stuff. The thought of a chicken
It was
breast makes me
so
wanna-
funny because we came over for dinner. Like Kevin and I had dinner with Halley and Reed, and like Reed like grills, and like me and Kevin and Reed.
He made you guys all like
we're having
steaks.
like steak and potatoes and this amazing sauce and like some asparagus, and Hallie has like chicken and like some like pasta or something
Yeah.
with like nothing on it. And like we're like this, me and Kevin are like, wow, dinner's great, amazing. And like I don't know what the
I think Reed is like, oh, how's yours?
and you go, I ate fucking chicken.
No, I said it fucking
It's like,
sucks.
it's like shit. Like I'm tired of eating fucking chicken. Me and Kevin are both just like on our plate. Like it's like our parents are like arguing at dinner.
Yeah.
But we both know there's like nothing behind it. It's just like a bad situation.
No,
it
it's
was
just
just-
that food is so disgusting. Like I
Yeah.
genuinely am like,
You can't go out to eat. Like you've just
no,
been,
I
like-
haven't been able to really go to restaurants because I can't like, or I have to be super annoying. If I've had to be in a situation where I have to go to a restaurant, I've been like, can you make me a chicken breast, only olive oil and salt? I'm allergic to butter. I'm not allergic to butter, but
You
like,
can't
whatever.
have any of this stuff.
I will say my doctor though is like, on this prednisone, you can eat pretty normal. She's like you can go back to eating pretty normal. She was like, don't eat like super spicy, crazy stuff. But for the most part, like just eat normal because like the eating is really not going to change anything. It's more just like the prednisone needs to do its job. Also, apparently where my inflammation is located in my colon, the food isn't really affecting it, is what she was, whatever, don't come at me. But she was basically saying like, it's so low down in my colon of where the inflammation is that it will like by the time the food gets there or whatever, like it's not gonna like make it worse. So she's like, eat normal. So I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Like I needed that so bad. They also checked my small intestine. They said I don't have Crohn's disease or whatever. I get really bad I don't have cold sores. Canker sores in my
Yeah.
mouth. And whenever I have a flare like of ulcerative colitis or like whatever, I've always gotten really bad canker sores, and I have 2 in my mouth right now. Like one's under my tongue. It was hurting so bad. It's like on the outs. So thank God. But I remember I told my doctor, and she's like, maybe you have Crohn's disease because like that's affiliated with Crohn's disease, but it's not with ulcerative colitis. But I'm like, it has to be, because I think it's just like when your body's down bad, I'm just more susceptible to getting
Yeah.
them. I think there's also specific things like vitamins and stuff you can take to prevent them. I just get them really easily. But so painful. Like that is the worst feeling, having a canker sore.
Yeah, I don't like those.
I hate them. But anyway,
But I do love your dress. I feel like
yeah.
these dresses are like very like trendy right now.
yeah, they are. I like this little like shift dress. It's perfect.
See, like I want to like, I'm like really into trends, obviously. Like
Yeah.
I'd be following for every single trend, and I always want to like get a bunch of whatever is trending at the moment. But then like it goes out of style, and I'm like, oh,
And you don't
I'm,
wanna
I'm
keep it.
stuck with all those things.
Yeah.
That's why I love Newly.
Yeah. I love Newly. I think it's the smartest idea. This is really random, but I was actually thinking about when watching TikToks the other day about having to buy maternity clothes and how annoying that would be. And I was thinking how convenient Nuuly would be if you were pregnant, because you could just go on, rent your maternity clothes for the month and then give them back.
Be done.
And be done. And you don't have, because you're not going to keep those clothes for more than the 9 months that you're pregnant.
And like if you even if you get pregnant again, they might not be trending like when you're
Exactly.
or like even the same size.
So it'd be so nice to just be able to rent for the month and then swap them back. Like literally genius. Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service. For just $98 a month, you get your choice of any 6 styles each month. You choose whatever you want to rent for whatever you have going on. It's totally up to you. You have access to thousands of styles from hundreds of brands, everything from party dresses to premium denim and one-of-a-kind vintage pieces. Nuuly carries labels like Favorite Daughter, Reformation, Lioness, For Love and Lemons, Free People, and so much more. I used to work at Free People, so I love that. They have inclusive sizing up to 5X, as well as tall and petite and maternity. They have fast, free shipping and returns and professional cleaning in Nuuly's state-of-the-art laundering facility. No laundry for you to worry about. And what I love is they have the option for you to buy what you love for a discount. That's so nice if
That
you're loving
happens to
it.
me often.
Yeah, if you just want to keep it and you're like, okay, this actually fits me perfect. That's so nice.
I also love the flexibility. There's no late fees. And I'm a person who's not the most organized with certain things.
Yeah.
And so like I'm a little forgetful. So that's super helpful for me.
No, that is so nice. I just love that there's less waste as well. Like, I just hate buying stuff if you're going on a trip and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I'm only going to wear this one time. Honestly, like if you have a wedding coming up or something like that, super nice to just rent from Nuuly. Whenever I see people asking, oh, girls, where are we getting our cute wedding dresses that aren't super expensive? Everyone's like, just rent from Nuuly.
Yeah. Such a smart choice. I have 9 weddings next year.
Yeah. And you get 6 items a month. You can pick like 3 dresses just so you have like backup options.
Try
and
them
everything.
on, see
You
what
have
the vibes are.
Exactly. A welcome party, everything. You have everything covered, the actual wedding, like all of it. And there's no waste because you're like, okay, I'm only going to wear this dress really one time and then I'm never going to
So
wear this
true.
again. So it's really nice. Nuuly is a great value at $98 a month for any 6 styles. But right now you can get $28 off your first month of Nuuly when you sign up with the code Delusional. That's such a good deal. Just go to NUULY.com. That's Nuuly with 2 U's and enter the code Delusional to sign up to get $28 off your first month. That's NUULY.com. Nuuly with 2 U's with code Delusional. Nuuly subscription clothing rental. Change your clothes.
I might get this next. The dress you're wearing.
Yeah, I love it. It's so cute.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Guys, I love Olivia Dean. I became a fan of her when she came up on my Spotify recommended when I was in London a few years ago for a home swap. And guys, I'm so excited to see her. And I've been trying to find the best deal on tickets to see her because she's actually opening for Sabrina Carpenter, which is why I want to give today's sponsor a huge shout out, SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. And right now you can get tickets to Renee Rapp, Benson Boone, Chris Stapleton, Lady Gaga, and Gracie Abrams, so many more. And I love using SeatGeek. I've been able to see so many different concerts because of them. I bought my Taylor Swift tickets on SeatGeek. SeatGeek has your back, and each ticket is rated on a scale from 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. So before summer ends, get out of the house, do something fun, and use our code Delusional10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off tickets with promo code Delusional10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thanks, SeatGeek. The girl who fell in love with her psychiatrist.
You've been dying to
I have been dying to talk about it because what the fuck? I'm sorry. Like, that is so makes zero sense to me because I go to a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists manage your medication.
Yeah.
You see them for like maybe my appointments are maybe 3 minutes max. It's literally, how's your medication? Good. Any changes? No. Great. Same pharmacy? Yep. Sent. Great. See you next time. That's literally it. Like a therapist, like not saying I would understand it because that could never be me, but like that would be like, okay,
Yeah.
like you're talking about deep things for like hours on end every single week. I don't get how this happened. But I was like, why are you talking about it on here? Like,
I don't understand.
No one's on your side.
No, and it's like she keeps going. She's clearly like either rage baiting or very mentally ill
Yeah.
or both. I don't know, but like obviously something's not right. That's not normal. And yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I don't get. Apparently, it is common with like a therapist.
Yeah,
because
that You
a
hear
man
about
is
lot.
relating to you on such a deep level. And I honestly I don't understand it because it is weird and bizarre.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I can see how it may happen to some people.
yeah, I it's like understandable. But the psychiatrist doesn't make sense. Also, just like it's really weird. She like name dropped him and all this stuff. Like I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
Like that, and I can't believe
Something's
I'm saying I
not
feel bad
adding
for a
up.
man. Like
Never.
yeah, but
Here we
no,
are.
I know.
My food noise. I have no peace. I said to Hallie the other day, I was like, the reason I'm like, I want to get an Ozempic is like, all I do is think about food. Like, even right now, I'm like, oh my God, like, I cannot wait to go home and have my dinner. Like, I'm so hungry all the time. Like, even today we were on a walk and I got a blueberry muffin. And like, did I eat the whole thing? No, but I wanted that muffin so badly. Then you took maybe like not even a block. And I was like, can we get gelato? When I got gelato, like, and then I got home and I had chicken and white sauce. Like, I am always hungry. The food noise never stops. I literally said, like, I have no peace. I have an 8-piece wing. Like, that is all I have.
The
Like,
only piece you have is an 8-piece.
yes, like I am so. All I think about is food.
Brand did say to you, he was like, "You're my favorite because you're always down to get food." He's like, "If I ever say like, oh, I'm kind of hungry, like I want to go to."
Maddie has said the same thing to me, and like multiple people have said this to me, and like that should have been a sign. Like
The thing is, though, you only take like 3 bites every time you get food.
it depends
Like
on what I'm getting though, but
Yeah.
like also like I will wake up in the middle of the night and I will eat. Like
Okay.
I will wake up from my slumber because I am hungry, and I will go to that kitchen and I will make up one meal. And the thing is, like, I have to, and not just because I smoke weed, even when I'm not smoking weed, like, this is how I am. And like, I need sweet, salty, sweet, salty, sweet, salty. Like, even at the fair this week, I would get a bucket of donuts and then I would get a block of cheese fries. And then I was like, and I need sweet again. I go get a bucket of donuts. Like, I love food so much.
I
And
mean,
I cannot stop thinking about
I
it.
get that. It's valid. I mean, I feel like I do need it. Like whenever I eat a meal, then I need a sweet bite after, like always. But like I
But you
stop
don't
at
need to go back to salt.
no, I stop at the sweet bite.
Yeah. So I'm just I think like that's why I'm leaning towards like getting on Ozempic. Not even like I will not lie, my body is a part of it. But it's also because all I think about is food.
No, if that's controlling your like mind, then
But I might have a consult. And by I mean I do have a consult. Because I'm like, is this normal to think about food as much as I'm thinking about it? And like as hungry as I am all the
no,
time.
that's so valid.
Because like I feel like my metabolism used to be so fast when I was younger. Like I would have the same food noise I have now, but I'd be finishing everything and like that'd be fine. And by fine, I mean I'm like I would be like not gaining any weight, like whatever. And now I am and I'm not used to it. And like I know I'm getting older, my body's changing, but like it's taking up too much headspace of mine
Oh, that's
at the
valid.
moment. And that's my weekly talk about my body.
Okay, period. That's so funny.
Guys, Frank, my dog. I have mentioned on this podcast before that a couple years ago, I had come home after being gone for like maybe 20 minutes, and I came home and his penis was outside of him. His entire penis and his nuts, and he's neutered, outside of his body. And it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I thought my dog
It looks like a gigantic worm. Like
I thought my dog was going to die. I was panicking. Like, I took him to the vet. I was in tears. Thought he was going to pass away. This has not happened since. 4 days ago, I am like running over to Hallie's real quick. So I like don't crate my dog. So I'm like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. I come back home and like, mind you, I ran over to Hallie's to have like to get something real quick. And then my suitcases were packed and I was going immediately to the airport. I walk into my apartment. I immediately see Frank with his tail under his legs. And I'm like, oh, like, come here. What's wrong? It happened again.
you
was
sent
like-
me a photo.
I immediately took a photo, like as my first instinct, because last time this happened, no one really understood what I was trying to explain and no one knew the severity of the situation. I sent her a photo. She's like, that,
Is not what I was expecting. Like it looks like an organ fell out of his body.
yes. Like it is frightening. Like, and I feel so bad, but if you guys didn't know me and Hallie's shared assistant, I'm like, I wouldn't miss my flight to Alaska.
Yeah.
I'm like, Courtney, I am so fucking sorry. But I'm like, you've heard me tell this story on the podcast. You gotta come take him to the vet. I was like, this is like the worst thing. I felt horrible.
Yeah.
But she took him to the vet. They lubed it back in. And they tell her, like, if this happens again, like, just use this lube. They gave Courtney dog lube. They're like, please, like, just put it back because it's not good for it to be out for too long. I'm like, I can promise you, I guarantee you, I am never putting that back inside of him. I am never touching that, coming anywhere near. I will pay for him to go to.
I don't know how you would. Like, I don't even know how you're supposed to.
God, no. God, no. I would say I will pay for him to go to the vet every single time. There's no way in hell I'm doing that.
Yeah. No, that's really
like, you think you know what a red rocket is? Times that times a million. It is everything that's inside of that dog.
I didn't realize
body.
a dog's penis could even look
Me
like
neither.
that. Like, it's
my grandma who bred dogs. I sent her a photo and she's like, I did not know that was possible.
No, I did. Yeah, that's insane. I like literally wish we could show a photo. It's disgusting.
You guys don't want to know.
No, you don't want to see it. And like, it's literally foul, but it's like, it's unbelievable. Like, it was, yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I've never known a dog to have that problem.
And like, I asked, like, what is this? And they first told me the first time, like, oh, like, his hair was a little bit too long like around his penis, like it tried to go out to go in and then went further out to try to go back in. Didn't obviously work. But like, he got a haircut. He doesn't have.
He didn't have a lot of hair.
I don't know what. I need to set up a camera in my apartment and say, what the fuck are you doing? The 10 minutes I'm fucking gone.
I don't know. Yeah, I wonder. Maybe he just genetically like has that problem.
I don't know, but God, it was god awful. God awful. And I felt horrible that she had to do that. I granted I did put him in like in his stroller, so she didn't have to like touch him or anything.
Yeah.
But I did feel bad. That I was like, this is like a low point of me asking you to do a task.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and I would not have done it had it not been an emergency, but I was going to miss this flight.
It's so funny. I need to talk about something.
Okay.
I rewatched Camp Rock the other day, and the final jam. Obviously, it's Camp Star versus Camp Rock. And it's like this whole thing. And, you know, at the end, they're acting like it's rigged and, oh my God, who's going to win? All of this. And then Camp Star ends up winning. And Camp Rock is
fucking should.
Devastated. And it's kind of like, respectfully, yes, was the Camp Rock performance good? Yes, it was cute. It was a great way to end the movie, obviously.
Yes.
Because it was like all their memories
camaraderie.
And so sweet, but it's like if you didn't go to that camp, that performance
dog shit.
Eat. It's like when you go to somebody's wedding and their dad gives a 30-minute long speech and it's like only you and the daughter think this is eating. Nobody else is like enjoying this because we're all like, I'm confused in what is happening right now because this doesn't. You have to cater to the crowd, and it's like Camp Star delivered.
That was a performance.
They catered to the crowd. They ate. They made a great like pop song, and like. They deserve to win, I will say. And like the fact that Camp Rock was shocked that they lost after they saw Camp Star's performance, they should have known like, yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of performances that didn't go a certain way or did go a certain way, for my Gleeks out there, Santana, Mercedes, they should have won that over the Glee Club. Just putting that out there. You don't get that, but you don't have to.
Yeah, but period.
The small niche group of Gleeks that listen to this will understand.
Okay, period. The Hazel Boutique table. Have you seen this drama?
I have. You kind of explained it to me, but I haven't seen it. We have very different For You pages.
Okay, I'm like all over the For You page. But basically, this mom and her 3-year-old daughter went into Hazel Boutique. Or it's apparently a cafe and a boutique. I'm a little bit confused. I've never been to Jersey like that, so I don't fucking know. But apparently it's a very popular place. And so anyway, they ordered, like, the mom was ordering and getting the coffees, and then the grandmother and the 3-year-old like went over to sit at a table. And this table, I will say, like, how they didn't have something like this happen sooner is kind of beyond me, because the table it's not a dining table. It's a like console table that's supposed to be pushed up against a wall from Anthropologie that's like $2,000 or something. And it's like 2 pedestals, which like is kind of like, that's obviously just like easier to tip over. It should be leaning against a wall. It shouldn't be upright in like a dining area. And whatever.
Strong 3-year-old to knock it over.
Apparently it was like super easy to tip over. Like I saw videos and it was like the people like literally putting like the workers like making videos at these tables and putting their arms down, and the table's already like rocking.
Because like the floor is uneven.
Probably. And like it's probably just not super steady. I don't know. It's also apparently it weighs 600 pounds, this table, which is just kind of crazy. Like I feel like you have to realize like this is kind of a liability.
Bad idea, yeah.
I just like don't understand why that was your choice for dining table, because apparently Anthropologie sells the same type of table that's a dining table with 4 legs, and like why they didn't choose to get that.
They probably tried to cut the budget.
I don't know. I think people were saying it was like the same price. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Very weird. But regardless, so this 3-year-old knocks the table over, it shatters, and then the owners were like just apparently not very kind about it, and like made the mom leave her credit card and like license information to pay for the table. which it kind of feels like, I don't know, like, do you have to pay for stuff if you break it in a store? But also, like, if it's something like that, I do feel like, why'd you have that as the table? And like, if a 3-year-old can knock it over that easily, like, that's kind of on you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm also just like, you have to know that's not going to go over well.
No.
If anyone sees that.
Yeah, it's just like a liability. And I think that's just like, I think you have to
Also-
own, like, if that had fallen, as a business
had it
owner,
gone the opposite way.
you're very liable as well for like injuries happening in your store. I would not want to mess with somebody like, oh my God, this 600-pound table just fell over. If that had hurt somebody, like, you would probably be in a lot of trouble. So like, I don't know why you're like harassing this mom to pay for your table.
Yeah, like had that kid gotten hurt and the table had also shattered, you wouldn't have been asking for information. Would be trying to avoid like getting sued.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seemed like a really weird situation. I feel like the business didn't handle it great. And like, I don't know. I think they're still not responding to it great. Like I saw a video the other day. There was like us checking if America still hates us. And it was like their page or whatever.
It's like rage bait.
Okay.
I can't.
A little bit crazy. Maybe they just don't give a fuck, but I don't think the mom should have to personally. I don't think she should have to pay for the table. I think that they should just like take the L on that one and be like, all right, that's not a dining table.
For
Like,
sure.
if it was like some sort of like, you're in a store where everything's fragile and you pick something up and then you like drop it. Like, it's kind of like, all right, that was on you. Like, why were you clumsily holding like a wine glass in a store that you didn't need to be picking up or something? But it's like something like that. I don't know.
And more important news, Taylor Swift is coming out with a new album, and I'm so excited.
I'm excited
The Life
too.
of a Showgirl. I'm thrilled. I can't wait. People are saying she's going to drop a single on Friday, and I really hope that is true.
Why do they think Friday?
Because I don't know that.
The Easter eggs.
Here's the thing, like. Do I love Taylor Swift? Yes. Do I classify myself as a Swiftie? Also, yes. But do I understand the art of her Easter eggs? No. I respect people who do, but I personally, my brain doesn't work like that.
Yeah. No, it's too much.
Yeah.
I would
But
say I'm also a Swiftie, but I'm at the lower level where I'm not like the biggest fan ever, where I'm not sitting there hunting down for the Easter eggs, but like I am excited for
But
her.
I love to watch people dissect them and like explain it to me, but I'm not the one who's going to like go out there and research it.
I don't, because I feel like every time I've ever seen one of those, they're not
What's wrong?
true. They're always wrong. And it's
I like the ones not when they find them, but once they explain the Easter eggs that happened previously once it's already understood. Does that make sense?
yes, like once it's already out there, then it's like
when
oh,
people were giving all the Easter eggs that were given for Life of a Showgirl, I loved that.
yeah. But it's like people will be like saying the craziest stuff, like Taylor has 6 letters in her name, and that adds up to da-da-da.
Yeah.
And you're like,
But she's like super into math. So like I get why people like
I get it, but
get there.
But it's like and then it's wrong, and you're like, because
Oh.
sometimes I'll get invested too. I'm like, oh my God, like she is gonna drop like Rep TV, and then it's like,
Yeah.
she doesn't, and then I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
um,
It's never happening.
no. I also saw somebody say that Tortured Poets Department was Rep TV in a different way. They like explained it.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
They were like basically being like that was Rep
I'm
TV,
gonna have to go.
and I was like, all right, period.
I'm gonna have to go watch that one.
But anyway, it was
and I loved her on the podcast.
yeah, I listened to that on my drive.
That was great. It was honestly so weird. Like obviously I know she's in this relationship or whatever, but it was just weird to hear her be like, yeah, when he's recording the podcast, like, and I'm in the kitchen, like I can hear him in the house. I'm like you guys have a whole life together. Like just weird to think about.
Is this controversial to say?
What?
I feel like some parts of the podcast, like a little tiny bit, I feel like they kind of talked over her a little bit, where I was like,
yeah.
but it was kind of like bothering me. I was like,
I think it's because it's like how I talk over you. It's because like we're like that close.
it wasn't
That's how
mean,
I took it.
or it wasn't like intentional. It wasn't anything, but it was like sometimes she'd be trying to get somewhere, and I was like, I'm listening to this. I'm never listening to a man's podcast, sorry. But it's like, I'm listening to this for Taylor. Like, Taylor brought me somewhere I never thought I'd be, a man's podcast. And I'm listening to hear what she has to say. And then it'd be like, she'd be trying to make a point. And then I feel like sometimes they'd be jumping in, like saying some dumb stuff. And she'd kind of be like, haha, yeah. And then try to get back to her point.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not their fault. Like, I'm sure that's just like the funny, jokey style of their podcast. But I was like, okay, you guys are kind of interrupting her.
No, they fully were. I think it's just because they're all family.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I took it in the
definitely.
sense of like, because I'm the same way, obviously. Like people want to know what you're about to say, but I like to interrupt you. It's just like how I am as a person, and like I'm not comfortable with you. I'm like oh, they're so comfortable together.
I definitely think they
'Cause
are.
I think with like a normal guest, they're probably more professional because like they're not going to talk over their guests probably as
Maybe,
much. But
yeah.
I think because like they're like, oh, this is family time.
Okay, maybe, yeah. I don't know.
That's how I took it.
I didn't take it badly. I just sometimes was like, all right, you could have
I see why it was
for a second,
frustrating.
for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was. Now I'm going to be honest. My biggest takeaway from that podcast was I want to start a blog about sourdough, so she reads it. Yeah.
Fair.
Biggest takeaway.
I want to know, like, it'd be so, if I was a sourdough person, that was like, really big. I'd be like, is
I'd
she
be
reading mine?
geeking.
I'd be like, is she reading mine?
I would be popping my pussy in my vlog the next week.
Yeah.
My
Like,
blog,
Taylor, if
yeah.
you see this, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be like leaving Easter eggs for her.
But what if she's not reading yours and then you're thinking,
Yeah.
like, this is so good?
Maybe one day she would.
Yeah.
But also, like, I like also just like love how corny she is. Her being like, when she was like naming her bread like after her like songs and stuff.
Yeah.
And she like was like laughing at herself. I'm like, she's just a girl.
I want her to go on Kylie Kelsey's podcast.
Yeah.
I think that would be.
I could see her going that direction next.
I could too, but also I don't know if she'd be like, all right, this is overkill. I never even do podcasts. And now I'm doing two. I don't know, but I also could see her doing that. And I think that they would have such a great dynamic and be so cool. I would like it even better than this podcast.
I would love to watch them interact.
Yes, same. I would love to watch
Like,
them interact.
I'd be tuning in.
Yes, same.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe Taylor can come on our podcast.
That's what I meant by maybe one day.
Oh, yeah,
It's
probably
never
not.
happening. But you know what? It is important to dream big. And you know what? My also second biggest takeaway of her on that podcast was when she was like, why are you like giving? I don't even know what she said. I already lost it. It's like, let them, but like different. Do you know what she said?
Okay, no.
She was like, something along the lines of like,
them.
yeah, something like let them, but like, your time is like so valuable. Like, why are you letting people like take up your time or something? Okay. It wasn't that at all. To be so honest. I think it's takeaway, but I can't recall. It's the pressure of the camera right now. But she did say something and I was like, yeah.
Okay.
You are so right.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me, but I don't have it right now.
I thought it was interesting to hear the story of how she got her master's, and
yeah, I love that for her.
I thought that was like
it was so sweet.
Yeah.
She deserved that. I actually have it saved. Let me just find it. It's really important for this clip.
Go for it.
I lied. I don't have it.
Okay. It's fine. We're at
the point is, if you know, you know. And it was like, wow, she kind of ate that.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
It was a great podcast. I'm actually like, I still have probably like 15 more minutes of it.
It was like almost 2 hours.
It was really long. I listened to it in the car ride, but I'm gonna, when I go back out to the house tomorrow, I'm gonna listen again and finish it.
I watched it on YouTube because I wanted to like watch them interact.
I did want to too, but I haven't like had time to actually sit and like watch it video version. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna listen because I was like antsy to, you know, listen and hear. I didn't want to be left out. I wanted to know what was said.
Yeah.
So I did listen to the video
I love the community.
Yeah.
Part of the community, kind of scary, not gonna lie. But other part of the community, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun caring about things and like getting excited for stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and I just feel like Swifties are so like unapologetically like obsessed.
Yeah. Oh, they are.
Which like I love being a part of something like that.
Yeah.
Community.
So sweet.
So Taylor's version.
TV.
See you next week.
Bye.